Welcome. If you've been wondering if a water distiller may be good for your health or your family's health, I hope this little video will be useful. So we'll start by having a look at what's inside the water distiller. Normally I would clean it every day or two, but I haven't cleaned it for about 10 days just to illustrate what builds up within the water distiller, i.e. what the water distiller is actually taking out of the water. So the water that I use to put in the distiller is tap water, and I supposedly live in a city with some of the cleanest tap water in the world. So if we have a look inside, so take off the top, and what we can see, if I just turn that slightly towards the light, this is what is left in the base of the water distiller. So what it's removed from the water over the last 10 days. And it doesn't look great, but it smells terrible. And I'll just grab something to show you exactly what it looks like. So it smells like chlorine and something, just smells terrible. It smells toxic. I don't know, some mix of chemicals and old gunk. And if we were to the premise that water is potentially the single most important thing for our health, and that we want to be drinking clean water, then if we're drinking this on a regular basis, we're actually adding toxins into our bodies, which is a double insight to our bodies, double insult, in that we want to be drinking clean water so our bodies can detoxify themselves. And water is just so critical in every aspect of our health, from energy to sleep to dental health. And if we're adding toxins in, it's going to compromise our bodies, both in terms of those additional toxins, but also not enabling our bodies to fully utilize the water to actually cleanse and heal. And so the question is, how do we get clean water? And filtered water is obviously better than tap water, but filtered water just doesn't take out a lot of toxins. And unfortunately, filters can actually become a breeding ground for bacteria and mold that's going to add toxins back into the water. So the recommendation is to use a water distiller as really the only way to get pure, clean drinking water. Some people are concerned about the fact that distillers take out everything. So they take out the chloride, the fluoride, the chlorine, the fluoride, any bacteria, any radioactive elements. It takes out everything. And it takes out the hard minerals as well. So those minerals in reality aren't bioavailable, so we're not really going to be using them. But if you are concerned, then you can add minerals back in. There are a range of good minerals, but this is the one that I think is the best. It's CT minerals from Cellcore. The water distiller itself, if you are going to purchase one, it doesn't really matter on the brand, but I recommend one that's this shape, that has the base where you put the water in. Then it has the condenser on top. These have proven to be the most robust, and it should last you for years. The water distiller probably needs cleaning. They say after every use, but in reality, if you clean it every couple of days and just put a little bit of white vinegar into the base, pour it into the base, and then use a cloth that doesn't scratch, to actually remove the buildup of gunk, which normally is not as much as you can see in there. And they're not the cheapest things in the world. I'll put in some links, some recommendations for water distillers at the bottom of the video. But in my mind, if water is just one of the best things that we can do for our health, it's a worthwhile investment. Okay, hope that was beneficial. See you later.